Exclamation.
Greetings and welcome to Newsbeef, the only show brave enough to ask the questions no one else will touch, and then set those questions on fire. I'm your ringmaster, Charra EnFuego, and tonight we're diving headfirst into a viper's nest of secrets, lies, and very powerful people sweating nervously. Our burning question, should Congress vote to release the full Epstein files? In this corner, arguing for transparency, accountability, and properly wearing a tinfoil hat, we have Jofu!
Thank you, Charra. The American people have a right and need to know the full extent of this depravity. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, and in this case we're dealing with a highly contagious moral plague. To keep these files secret is toto si condoni the actions within.
And in the other corner, arguing that some things are better left buried, like that regrettable tattoo you got in Cancun, we have Tara Tarr.
Oh, I'm definitely regretting this tattoo, Charra. But you know what I regret more? The media and public sticking their noses into things that are frankly above their pay grade. Releasing those files? That's a Pandora's box of chaos. It would ruin innocent lives, jeopardize ongoing investigations, and frankly give the crazies on the internet even more to obsess over. No thanks.
Innocent lives? Tell me more. I'm already salivating.
Innocent? They consorted with a monster! Ignorance is no excuse. The files must be released. The truth must be revealed.
The truth? You think you can handle the truth, Jofu? You strike me as the type of person who would be horrified by the truth. Some things are too ugly, too dangerous for public consumption, like your last Tinder profile picture.
That's a low blow, and completely irrelevant to the discussion. We're talking about justice, morality, and the public's right to know.
Oh, I think it's perfectly relevant. You're so busy chasing conspiracy theories and moral grandstanding, you've forgotten the real-world consequences.
All right, settle down, you two. Save something for the debate. Let's get to it.
We're about to kick off round one, where our contestants will unleash their most intelligent, creative, entertaining, and unexpected reasoning. Remember, the winner of this intellectual brawl gets the distinct honor of being slow roasted over an open flame. Welcome back to Newsbeef, where we serve up the spiciest debates this side of the internet. Today's sizzling topic: should Congress release the full Epstein files? In this corner, we have Jofu, the Sultan of Stats, and in the other corner, Tara Tarr, the Empress of Outrage. Remember, folks, keep it cleanish, mostly factual, and try not to make me call security. Let the beef begin! Jofu, you're up first. Why should we unleash these files upon the world?
Thank you, Charra EnFuego. It's quite simple, really. Transparency. The public has a right to know the extent of Epstein's depravity and, more importantly, who was involved. The unredacted files are crucial to understanding the network of power and influence that enabled his crimes. To withhold this information is to shield potential co-conspirators and obstruct justice. This isn't about salacious gossip, it's about accountability.
Oh, accountability? Spare me the sanctimony, Jofu. You think releasing those files is about justice? It's about creating a feeding frenzy for the internet trolls and conspiracy theorists. It'll be a digital witch hunt, ruining lives based on innuendo and unproven allegations. You know the guy who got drunk at a party one time and maybe saw Epstein across the room? His life is over. And for what? So some keyboard warriors can feel morally superior? I say protect the innocent, even if it means keeping some secrets buried. Let the justice system do its job, if it ever actually does.
Protect the innocent? That's absurd. What about protecting the victims? Don't they deserve to know if their abusers are still walking free, protected by their wealth and connections? You're prioritizing the reputations of the powerful over the trauma of the vulnerable. That's dreadful, disgusting.
Oh, so now you're the champion of the victims. Please. You're just using them as a convenient excuse to sate your own morbid curiosity. You want to see the powerful squirm? Fine. But don't pretend it's about some noble cause. You think those files are going to magically bring justice? Wake up. It'll be a circus and the victims will be the clowns.
A circus? What's a greater circus than what we already have? A system that allows these people to operate with impunity? The only way to break that cycle is to expose the truth, no matter how ugly. It's about preventing future Epsteins. By releasing the files, we send a message. No one is above the law. But you, Tara Tarr, you're happy to let them hide in the shadows. It's because you pander to people who don't think like me.
Oh, I pander? You're the one who's pandering, Jofu. Pandering to the lowest common denominator, the outrage mob that's always looking for someone to tear down. You know what happens when you release those files? Nothing. The rich and powerful will hire more lawyers, and the rest of us will just be left with a bad taste in our mouths and a whole lot of misinformation. At least when you keep it under wraps, you have an avenue for actually charging and convicting someone. But I guess you don't really care about any of that.
Whoa! Hold your horses, you two. Things are getting hotter than my morning coffee. Jofu, Tara Tarr. I asked my producer to do some digging. Apparently, Jofu, you once tweeted that you thought Epstein was framed. True or false?
That's taken out of context. I was merely exploring alternative explanations for the evidence presented. That was during my brief contrarian phase, I assure you.
Ooh, busted. Mr. Transparency over here was a card-carrying member of the conspiracy club. So let me get this straight, Jofu. You want to release the Epstein files so you can confirm your own wacky theories?
That's a blatant misrepresentation of my position. I want the truth to come out regardless of where it leads. Unlike you, Tarra Tarr, who seems perfectly content to let the powerful control the narrative, you wouldn't know the truth if it slapped you in the face. You're a disgrace to journalism, a clown.
Oh yeah? Well, you're a paid actor for the deep state. Tell me, Jofu, how much do they pay you to be a shill? And what's with the stutter? Nervous about something? I bet you're sweating buckets thinking about the secrets that are buried in those files. Are you in there somewhere, Jofu? Is that it?
All right, folks, it's time for a quick break. When we come back, we'll see if these two can dial down the crazy, or if they'll just keep throwing fuel on the fire. Don't go anywhere. This is News Beef. Welcome back to News Beef! Round 2, where we ditch the boring facts and get down to what really matters, tearing each other apart. Jofu, Tara Tarr, remember the rules, personal attacks only, no actual arguments, logic, or evidence allowed. This is about character assassination, not policy. Got it? Good. Let the mudslinging begin.
Tarra Tarr, you wouldn't know the truth if it slapped you across your perpetually surprised-looking face. Your intellectual laziness is a danger to society.
Oh, Jofu, honey, bless your heart. You call that an insult? You look like an unmade bed that someone tried to intellectualize. At least my takes are fresh, unlike your stale, regurgitated academic garbage.
Regurgitated? At least I can form a coherent sentence, unlike your caveman ramblings. You probably think a database is what you use to put bait on a fishing hook.
Ooh, someone sensitive. Are you gonna cry, Jofu? Need a safe space? Maybe you should go back to your ivory tower and polish your precious degrees while the rest of us deal with reality.
Reality? You wouldn't recognize reality if it bit you on your uncultured behind. You're nothing but a shock jock desperate for attention.
And you're a pompous windbag who thinks he's smarter than everyone else. Newsflash, Jofu. Being able to recite Wikipedia doesn't make you intelligent. It makes you annoying. Plus, I heard you still live with your mom. How's that for reality?
That's a lie, a blatant, fabricated...
Ooh, shots fired! But Jofu, honey, stick to the personal insults, remember? We're not interested in truths here.
3, I'm just saying that's a demonstrable...
Oh no, Jofu, did you just try to use a fact? On my show? That's a paddling. Honestly, Jofu, your brain is so dense, light bends around it. Maybe that's why you can't see how ridiculous you look right now.
He's spiraling. I love it, Jofu. You're like a walking thesaurus with the personality of a damp sponge.
You are, you have the intellectual capacity of a sea sponge.
Says the guy who probably color codes his socks.
All right, settle down, you two. We wouldn't want anyone to get hurt emotionally. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back to News Beef. For our final round, I've asked our esteemed guests to channel their inner poets. Jofu, let's hear your ode to transparency.
The shadows of secrets they twist and they bind. A darkness that festers, corrupting the mind. Epstein's vile deeds, a stain on our age. Concealed by the powerful, locked in a cage. Release the full files, let truth see the light. Expose all the demons who danced in the night. For justice demands it, the people implore. Unseal every document, reveal every score. The truth, though it's painful, it must be unfurled. To cleanse this great nation and heal the whole world.
Beautifully put, Jofu, Tara Tarr. Your poetic rebuttal?
You want the truth, huh? You think you can handle it? Releasing those files? Honey, you haven't planned it. It's a Pandora's box, a viper's nest. You'll unleash chaos, put innocence to the test. Collateral damage, reputation stained. The media's frenzy, nothing will be contained. Some secrets are buried for a damn good reason. To protect the naive from societal treason. So keep those files locked, let the past be the past. Or you'll watch this whole world crumble way too fast.
Wow! Just wow! What a way with words from both of you! I must say, voters, I hope you're paying attention. I'm going to give you a little extra time to get those votes in and decide who will be the winner. Stay tuned! Folks, after that blistering debate, our judges have spoken. Jofu, congratulations! You've won this round of news beef! Jofu, you absolutely eviscerated Tara Tarr with your cool, calm, collected arguments. What do you have to say for yourself, champ?
Well, Charra, I'd like to thank the Academy, but mostly I'd like to thank Tartare for providing such a stunning example of intellectual bankruptcy. Really showcased how important reason is.
Oh, shove it, Bookworm. You just got lucky the judges were probably scared of you.
Scared of you? Please, your arguments were so riddled with holes I could drive a truck through them. A very large, very logical truck.
All right, settle down, you two. Jofu, winning news beef comes with a certain culinary tradition. How are you feeling about what comes next? Excited to be grilled?
Excited? Charra, you have no idea. I've dreamt of this moment since I was a young boy. I remember once my goldfish Archimedes got sick, bloated, floating upside down. I tried everything, water changes, special flakes, even reading him excerpts from Principia Mathematica. Nothing worked. He was clearly suffering, a little orange Sisyphus pushing his metaphorical boulder uphill. And it struck me then sometimes the most rational, most logical thing to do is to accept the inevitable, to embrace the delicious conclusion. Archimedes sadly passed before I could capitalize on my epiphany, but I knew then, I just knew that one day I would stand here ready to face the flames.
Wow, that's quite a story, Jofu. So, you're saying your dead goldfish inspired you to want to be grilled and eaten on news beef?
Precisely. It's about completing the cycle, embracing the logical conclusion, and, well, I hear your grill is top off the line.
It is indeed. Well, Jofu, I think it's safe to say you've earned it.
There's only one thing left to do now.